What's going on, earth signs? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading on what karmic theme you are currently closing out on. We're going to see pull what your major challenge during this time is. We're going to see what your reward after you finish closing out this karmic cycle, and then we are going to pull some advice. Let's get into the video. Okay, earth signs. Let's see what karmic theme you are currently closing out. What karmic theme are you currently closing out? For my earth signs. I feel like you are healing. You're forgiving another person, maybe a King of Wands archetype, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you are this King of Wands and you're sort of stepping into this leadership. I mean, the King of Wands next to the Magician. If you are a masculine, I feel like you're stepping into this very concentrated, empowering time in your life where you are no longer going to repress your emotions or live in this like if you were going through a heartbreak, or you still are, I feel like that is what's closing out for you. I don't think that you're going to live in the past anymore. I think you're going to manifest what it is that you desire, and I feel like you're going to get your confidence back, and or you are getting your confidence back, and you're taking control of your life. And, you're having, it's almost like every single thing you think of is going to turn into reality. What lesson are they currently learning right now for my earth signs? What lesson is it that they are currently learning? I feel like if you used to be the type of person that wouldn't confront somebody and instead assumed your own narrative and, went into this sort of fantasy world where you didn't know the truth because you were too scared to ask. I feel like that's the lesson that Spirit's trying to teach you right now, is that that's probably not the best way. With that Seven of Cups, I feel like you do have a lot of opportunities available to you, and maybe you're realizing that. But I feel like you're wanting harmony and peace at this time, and you're not interested in gossip or, just your own thoughts that are creating these, illusions or even procrastinations. Maybe you're like closing out some sort of cycle, or you're learning some sort of lesson where you've learned that if you don't take things head on and instead you just procrastinate, you're not really going to get anywhere. You're not going to be able to be bold or even be optimistic, because it's almost like you're just like not, you're not in reality. You're just being delusional or something like that. What, tell me the biggest challenge for my earth signs. What's their biggest challenge right now in order to close this cycle out? What's their biggest challenge? I feel like you need to close some sort of cycle where maybe you don't have all the information and you are really stuck in the past and in a negative way. I also feel like maybe if you are in this mindset right now of, you know, I want to be carefree or single, or, you know, I don't want to move forward in my life. It's a very like immature energy. It feels to me like you're closing that cycle out with the world. It's very much like, you know, hot-tempered, free-spirited. It's holding you back though. Like this is what's holding you back from closing this out. So it's like maybe you lack independence in some way. And so I don't know, I'm getting just like you need to grow up. Like that's what I'm sort of getting. Like you need to grow up. You need to quit with this. And maybe you are grown for sure, but I think that sometimes we can like revert back to old patterns. And I feel like it's very much like, nobody can tell me anything. I don't have to, you know, do what I'm probably being called to do. You know, like it's a very like sort of childish energy. What is Earth signs' reward? After they close this cycle out, what is their reward, Spirit? What is their reward? I feel like you're pretty close to it with that World, but let's see. The Tower reversed, the Judgment reversed, and the Hierophant reversed. Okay. I feel like if you were delaying change, or you were delaying the inevitable, or if you were lacking self-doubt or lack of, you know, self-confidence, or if you were in this like rebellious energy, I feel like that's all going to change after you do the work. But I feel like you need to come to this realization of something, or you need to stop with this my way or the highway, or just delaying the inevitable and like resisting this change that Spirit is nudging you. So what happens when they stop resisting? This is what happens when they stop resisting, Spirit. Maybe it's a relationship that's keeping you stuck. That's keeping you to repeat negative patterns, or, you know, maybe you're overanalyzing something way too hard. Yeah, I'm just like, you're very stuck. Like you're very stuck. I feel like you need to trust your intuition and listen to your higher voice that is like in the back of your head that's telling you something. Strength and Temperance. I feel like you have the confidence and you have the power in you to make whatever it is that you want happen. Especially with the Magician there. But I feel like this road ahead might be a little bumpy. But I feel like, you know, just stop resisting the change so you can become this Emperor archetype. And do what it is you know that you need to do. And what's keeping you stuck? Release the shackles. What is Earth signs advice? You know, be the best father you can be. Be, you know, brave, be confident, be bold. I do feel like you're closing out some sort of heartbreak. But I feel like you're very much in this independent energy right now, which isn't always a bad thing. Maybe you're younger. Maybe I'm talking to a younger Earth sign. I feel like you're bored or something. You're just not trusting your intuition here. You're not living out to your best potential or something. Seems a little delusional to me as well. Your commitment is being tested. And your dreams need a practical plan. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm getting. Like, I don't think I have any pentacle energy here. And I'm talking to earth signs. Like, I don't see any pentacles. There's no pentacles on the board. Yeah, I feel like the commitment to who you know that you are is being tested. I feel like you know what your dreams are and you are the magician, but I feel like you need a practical plan, not an illusion-based plan. What commitment is being tested, Spirit? Justice. Maybe you need to be honest. Maybe you need to take accountability. Maybe you need to stop being so, like, emotionally immature or escaping reality or just being a Page of Cups reverse. Like, just very immature and stubborn. I'm getting stubborn, which obviously I'm talking to earth signs. But, yeah, I feel like you know... This is very karmic to me. What do they get, though, at the end of this karmic cycle? Like, I feel like it's going to be a long one, and you might be dragged by your hair. But honestly, I feel like you can be this Emperor. You can be this Strength. You can be this Temperance. You can be this, you know, High Priestess reversed. Or, I'm sorry, and the upright. I feel like something's just, like, dragging you down. Maybe it's your confidence. Maybe there's some sort of blocks to do, and maybe you just need to accept that this is the lesson and leave it behind. Release control, release chaos, release, you know, anything that you know has been holding you back. You are good enough at the bottom of the deck. That's what I have for you, Earth signs. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.